Hi, this is Mike and Delana, and we just bought a 1966 Silver Streak Airstream that we're going to renovate. So we're just showing you the outside. So this is the inside, and as you can see, there's nothing in here. They just apparently put a floor in, but we'll put something on top of it. But this is just to show that this is what they look like when we get them, and when they get done, they look a lot better. So now comes the part of trying to figure out what to put in here, what colors. Do we put beds? Do we do a desk? Do we make it a studio? Do we make it for camping? That's what we're going to decide. First things first, I gotta figure out what this mess of wires is, and since I'm not an electrician, I'm gonna really know.
Day 2 with the Airstream, basically trying to get the wiring back together, see what we have left. So we have all the wiring done, and at least we know where the lights are, the outlets are, and trying to get the panels back on to find out how many are missing or whatnot. So we got the front panels on, all the weak wiring is going to be done in here more. Got a new panel on, which puts more breakers in, and
so this is day 2 of the Silver Streak remodel project. We're getting the electrical stuff done, put in the panel, figuring out where lights are gonna go. We're also trying to rummage through all the scraps and find out what we have left to cover up the pieces on the bottom. So the hardest part right now is still trying to figure out the layout. We aren't sure. We're thinking we're gonna maybe put a table across here that 2 people could sit at, that they could look out the window, and then possibly put a bed / couch over this way. We're still debating on a bathroom, but right now that's kind of where we're at. We do know that the flooring we decided is gonna be a recycled gym floor. So that we know right now. So we're gonna start with that and design kind of around that concept. This is the morning of day 4, and yesterday we just put insulation in and put panels back on. There were, you'll see from the other videos, a lot of holes throughout the Airstream. So now those are back on. So we're gonna try to sand the whole thing down and prep it for paint. And as of right now, I think the paint colors, we're gonna try to do black and then a stripe of white, and then we're gonna do red on top. We're gonna see how that looks. If it's too crazy, we'll switch, but I think it'll be pretty cute. And today I think we're also gonna go try to find cushions that we can use for the bed. So that's what we are working on today. Okay, so today we sanded the whole thing down, which took a lot longer than expected just because the person who painted this before used just regular paint with a paintbrush. So it's all been sanded down, and now we're going to use a primer before we start painting, and it's all been taped off. But it took a lot longer than normal than it should have, but I think it'll turn out a lot better now that it's been sanded. Okay, so we got a single coat of primer, 2 coats of primer, right?
yeah.
And then a single coat of the blue, and we're gonna decide where we make lines and stuff later. Okay, so the paint part is done. We have the 2 different colors, and it stops at the top of the window. We also are figuring out the layout. So this will be a bed here, and then it'll connect to kind of a couch bed. And you can see these cute little lights that we've put in. And then we're also going to start to put the gym floor in. So right now we are picking through our pieces of recycled gym floor, and we're trying to make sure that we can get a lot of the little black chunks in there. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of red chunks left, but we're still gonna make it work. And so you can see here, we got one nice big chunk of red. We have another one here. And we'll hopefully find a couple more. And this is for putting the floor in. Okay, just got the tabletop cut. As you can see, this is going to go right in, and it's going to go in right here. And the flooring is done now. Obviously, it needs to be cleaned, but you can see past that. And then we got these cushions actually at IKEA that fit perfectly here. And then back there, we're going to cover some foam with fabric so we can make that a bed. So that's what's happened so far.